can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
Man, that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Oh, look at the Bronx' opening lineup. And it's Garnett in at the small forward. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul of the game.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
Out to the right wing. Pass to the closer. 4 on the clock. From outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Young looking for an opening. Now here's Risacher. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
I love how competitive this kid Risacher is, coming right back with his own triple.
Here's the closer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Porzingis sets a screen. Right at the free throw line. Risacher, no good.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty. That is just athleticism, working against that kind of length.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. He shoots. Young misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free agents Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
A team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Here's Q, defended by Porzingis. It's stolen by Johnson. Daniels outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Yeah, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all.
Here's the closer. Porzingis grabs the board.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Away team foul. Number 7-0. Team first.
Outside Risacher. The three hits the trifecta. Risacher's got 6.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shot clock.
Here's Che. Oh, man!
Look out below.
Number 50.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Here's Young. Banked it in off the glass. Young's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And we know Trae Young will hurt you from deep, but when he's getting inside and scoring around the rim, it just makes him that much more difficult to contain.
Here's the closer, driving to the basket, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance
In the painted area.
and a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bronx.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Outside Risacher. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Q.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss. He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Young inside. Here's Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Here's the closer. He's got 10, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Outside Johnson, back to Young. Sends it home from three-point land. And that's now 7 points for Trae Young. Pass to the closer. Here's Garnett. Good ball movement here by the Bronx. 5 on the clock. Shea. And there's the Bronx with another bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
1:10 left in the first. Right side Young. 4-3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now Young with a steal. There's the three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's the closer. 17 points in his last outing. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Risache. And it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. Outside, Alexander Walker. Takes the three. They get it back. Here's Q. To the left side wing. Here's Garnett. And he dunks it down.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Both teams have it going here early. And for the Bronx, what jumps out to you guys stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
And so in the game for the Bronx, and it's the closer in at the point. Here's the closer, defended by Kennard. Pass to Che. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And here's Alexander Walker, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. They swipe it, going all the way to the rack. Here's Q, and that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch, that's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And so it's Atlanta with it, following the bucket by the Bronx. Pass to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Okongwu. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Okongwu's got his first basket. Here's the closer, defended by Kennard.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Atlanta making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Houston. Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Trae Young in for Kennard. There's Young with the three. Look at Young, making it look easy.
That is so tough to stop. Trae Young accelerates and then stops on a dime to knock down that jumper.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Yeah?
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Assistant.
Here's Garnett. And it's good. 2 points. Garnett's got his second bucket on the night.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Back to Young from deep. Another three for Atlanta.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the closer. Count that one. The closer's got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Young with the bucket.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
For the Bronx, they've gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second. Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace him up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
The Hawks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And the shot's good. Now it's a 3-point Bronx lead.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fella whatsoever.
Right side, Young. On the wing, Risache. The Hawks need to get one up here. In transition, here they come. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Gotta give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury. And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Young misses. And it's the Bronx's ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Free throw line jumper, and he nails the jumper. 12 points for him.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the end. Now,
Sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot. And checking out the Hawks, far behind in the standing.
Checking out the Bronx, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. They couldn't have asked for a better start.
yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite. And they have not disappointed.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. Now here's Daniels. He's got 5. to Young. Back to Daniels. Lets the three fly. The Bronx grabs the miss. This is a team that simply refuses to lose. They've won 29 games in a row and want to keep this incredible streak going.
Yeah, look, I've been on some teams that had some great runs. It is so hard because you have to be talented.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And that one drops. Young's got 27.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Here's the closer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bronx leads by 10.
They're really working the paint now.
36 seconds left in the first half. Young, the pass to Johnson. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's the closer, and the layup is good off the glass. The closer's got 30.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Buries it from 3.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Stolen by Daniels. Down low. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. It's both from the stripe.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Got it off in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bronx ahead, leading by a contested game. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Young in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. The Bronx on D. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Young's got 34. And Legs, one thing we're seeing more of these days, head coaches who weren't necessarily high-profile guys coming in.
Well, I do think when you walk into a locker room having played before, there is a level of credibility that's automatically there. But in the age of analytics, it's probably less important that a head coach be a former NBA player.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
They double him with Daniels. Garnett passes to Q. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down right on Porzingis.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Young finds Daniels. For the tie. Rebounded by Che. The Bronx leading by 3. Here's Garnett, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19, and there's the Bronx with another bucket.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Young. Puts it up from 17. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Young's got 36 points. Here's the closer. 30 points in the game. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
Young from long range. He buries it from 3. Young's got 39.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
Here's the closer. Oh, wow!
show for the fans, going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Outside Young. Nifty stuff from Trae Young.
Well, Trae Young is one of the most productive guards in this league, and he knows his team is counting on him to have nights just like this.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels. The Bronx shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Hawks trail by 5. Outside Rizachet. Outside Johnson. Pass to Young. Launches a 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season.
And again for 3.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Pass to Che. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Young inside. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Young's got 4.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
Okongwu's checked in for Johnson. Che passes to Q. Here's the closer. Lays it up and in, despite excellent defense. The closer's got 40 points. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Young. Here's Daniels. They kick it out to Porzingis. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Garnett. Covered.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And it's blocked. Inside. And Che gets it to go. And now a 6-point Bronx lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand. Porzingis for 3, and the Hawks with another 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Oh, wow! And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. To the middle. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
From 7 feet, and they pick up 2. 23 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Daniels. It's rebounded by Q. Q's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Garnett.
There will be 2 minutes to review.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. The Bronx ahead, up by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today, coming from an unlikely position, is the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Bronx, and it's the closer in at the point guard position. Here's Alexander Walker. No luck on that one. The Bronx leading by 7. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Garnett. Count that bucket.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Young can't hit. And the Bronx with possession here. Here's Okongwu. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Assistant, Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Here's the closer, and there's the Bronx with another bucket.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Hawks trail by 9. Kennard passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Gay. There's Young with the 3. Oh, another one falls.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's the closer. And rejected. Now here's Alexander Walker. Tightly guarded. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Okongwu. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And here's what the schedule for the Bronx looks like. On Friday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, they know just how important it is to see how they stack up against the top team in the West. I expect them to treat that one like a playoff game.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Kennard. And he drops it in from the low post.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Clock at 6. The Bronx needs to get off a shot here. Garnett, that's good.
Well, he is very capable of hitting the deep shot. Defensively, you need a better shot contest than that, or he is going to bury you.
Kennard with it. Pass to Young. From behind the arc. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016. That was the top spot until Klay took it. Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook Thompson, that is.
It's stolen by Johnson.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
And they're pushing it up. Here he goes. Oh, the stuff.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. It's a 5-point game. Now here's Young. And it's good! He hits another one!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. It's stolen by Daniels. On the wing, Risacher. It's good from beyond the arc.
And you see how dangerous Risacher can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Picked it out of midair. And a fast break now for the Hawks. To take the lead. Ooh, the shot misses. And it's the Bronx's ball. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. 1:11 left to play in the fourth. Now Porzingis. Both hands there for a little extra.
And it's Porzingis at 7'3", a monster to go to late in the game.
And it's the Bronx's ball. Here's the closer. Another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's Daniels. Young drives it in. Oh, connects again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And the Bronx with possession here. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
To take the lead. And again for three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
Yeah, making waves and passing the splash brother, Klay Thompson. 15 threes and counting.
They trail by one.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach.
Now here's Porzingis. He's guarded closely. Young outside. Here's Daniels from downtown, and he nails it.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here.
Oh, he got it! He nails it at the buzzer!
Just in time.
Unbelievable shot. I have no idea how he gets that to fall.
So we see the Bronx get the win here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. As we leave, we present our player of the game.